Salman al-Farsi. What did Rasulullah ﷺ do? When you had the Meccans, the Muhajirin, and you had the Medinans, or the Ansar, when they came together in Yathrib, what did Rasulullah ﷺ do to build community? Like, what was the first thing that he did? He paired them up. You're from here, you're from there, you two go together. You're from there, he's from here, you two go together. Alright? So much so that one brother, he had 2 wives. And he told the brother who came from Mecca, who had no wife, he said, I have 2. You tell me which one you want, I will divorce her. You see where I'm going? There's this level of sacrifice. There's a level of sacrifice that has to happen. Alright? And to give you another example, this is real, right? Like this is recorded. Like this actually happened. This actually happened. Salman al-Farsi, he went to visit his brother. Right? He went to go visit his brother, Abu Darda. He goes to the door, he knocks on the door, and the wife comes and answers the door. And she looks like she's not taking care of herself. And so Salman al-Farsi asked her, right? Because this is a community. So they're actually concerned about each other. So he sees her state and says, why are you looking like this? Right? One of us may say, oh, he offended my wife. Because we really don't know each other. But Salman al-Farsi, companion of Rasulullah ﷺ, sees the wife of another companion of Rasulullah ﷺ and says, like, why are you looking like this? And she speaks openly, but you have to read between the lines to understand what she's saying. She said, oh, your brother Abu Darda has no need of me. What's she really saying? She's saying, there's no intimacy between us. He's so spiritual that I'm not desirable to him. Because that's what Salman al-Farsi was actually asking her. Like, why aren't you looking nice for your husband? But he didn't ask her like that. He asked her in a way that she could understand what he was saying, and she answered in a way that he could understand what was going on in the household. So what did Salman al-Farsi do? He understood. So he goes to Abu Darda and he says, I want to spend the night at your house. Can we do that? Huh? I'm going to keep asking you these questions. Right? Can we do that? Can I come over to you and say, hey man, your house, pajama night. Your house, man. Yeah? Okay, I'm coming. Right? So he tells Abu Darda, I'm coming to spend the night. Abu Darda tells him, yeah, come. So when it comes time to eat, Salman al-Farsi, he knows what's going on. He knows his brother. He knows what's going on. So when it's time to eat, Salman al-Farsi is offered food. Abu Darda, he said, I'm not hungry. Right? I'm fasting, he says. I'm fasting. Salman al-Farsi said, listen man, I'm not going to eat, I'm not going to touch the food unless you break your fast. Because a fasting man, he has no desire for his wife. He's teaching him subtly. I'm not going to eat unless you eat. Right? So he forced his brother to break his fast because he's a guest in his house. And if the guest doesn't eat, it's very bad adab. If the guest does not offer water, juice, something, it's very bad adab. There's no hospitality. So he's forcing him to break his fast. So he breaks his fast. What happens after that? When it's time to, so they spend time together. They fall asleep. He wants to wake up and make tahajjud. Salman al-Farsi is telling him, go back to sleep. And then he tells him, this happens 3 times throughout the night. When he wakes up, he's putting him back to sleep. Right? Because someone who is waking up at night, and we're talking about at a specific level, right? We're not talking about someone who wakes up and does, 4 rakats or 8 rakats or something. We're talking about the level where he had no interest in intimacy with his wife. So Salman al-Farisi is understanding. He understands. So he keeps telling him, go back to sleep. Go back to sleep. Go back to sleep. He told him 3 times. Finally, when it was close to Fajr, they both woke up. They made tahajjud. And then right after they finished tahajjud, Bilal radiallahu anh, they could hear the adhan for Fajr. So what is Salman al-Farisi telling him? Hey man, that first part of the night, you got to give your wife her rights. You got to give your wife her rights. Which one of us would accept that from the brother in this room? Are we a community? Or we just come together for a service?